I have made some insane builds throughout the year. In this video, I will be showcasing the top 30 builds I have made. This is not a ranking video, so we will not be ranking them. It will not be in order of 30 to 1 or 1 to 30. It will be in chronological order from when I released them. Now, let's start with Zeus. Now, this is Zeus, our do-it-all power forward build. And on this build, you just want to load up on the offensive side of the ball. That will allow you to get these glitchy defensive cap breakers, and you'll use the defensive cap breakers and the defensive rebounding cap breakers to get the desired ratings that you guys want. You're good to go everywhere else on the build. It's an all-around fire build, and there's nothing that needs to be changed or adjusted here. Now, this is Zeus. On this one, I listened to your guys' feedback, and I correlated this build better. So, on the original one I showed you guys, we had 93 pass accuracy for the Hall of Fame break starter. We lowered that pass accuracy, and then we raised the perimeter defense up to a 73. So, instead of capping out at 82 perimeter, you actually cap out at 85 now. So, you're able to get the silver pick dodger and the silver on-ball minutes. And with this high speed and agility, it makes more sense because now you're able to switch on to the ball handler better. And since your defensive rebounding is only at 85 and not at 94, you really don't need the 93 pass accuracy because you're not going to snag nearly as many rebounds. We also raise the standard dunk so you get more animations that way. And this is what Zeus is looking like now. This build right here is Hades. This is my perfected Ant-Man build. And my Ant-Man build is known for getting edges in 5 out of the 6 categories, all of them except for rebounding. This build can do the same even at 0 cap breakers. You specialize in shooting, playmaking, or finishing. Very, very fire version. Nothing needs to be changed here. Next up, we have my Poseidon build. This is my perfected Ray Allen build. And this build is another build that needs no adjustments. Elite shooting, elite defense, elite playmaking, elite finishing, all around perfection. This build right here is Ares. This is my perfected Grinch build. And this is another build we don't have to make any adjustments to. It is perfect as is. A phenomenal pure lockdown defender build. Next up, we have Odin. And Odin is our perfected Kawhi build. The only adjustment we made on this build is that we lowered the free throw from a 91 down to an 83, and we raised the pass accuracy by 1. You get a 77 pass accuracy now for the De'Aaron Fox pass style. Everything else on the build is perfect as is. Next up, we have our perfected T-Mac build. We call it the Green Lantern. It's the meta 6'8" build. And this build is perfect as is for 5v5. Now, you're playing 3v3. I will actually raise the weight and try to get 80 defensive rebounding. But for 5v5, the 70 board is good for the silver box out beast, and then you're good to go everywhere else. Fire build right here. Next up, we have Superman, and there's 2 versions here I'm going to show you guys. We're probably going to end up grading the other one, but I did make this version right here. This one is the good Superman version. In my opinion, this build is super fire because you get this 89 mid-range. That gives you gold set shot. And then you can +2 that at legend. Now you're a knockdown shooter. And you still get the really good defense. The problem is you have to lower the wingspan so your defense doesn't go as high. And you have to raise the weight to get these defensive rebounding attributes. So you're a little bit slower and stuff. I will show you guys what evil Superman looks like. Now, this is evil Superman. Let me know what you guys think of this build right here. What one do you guys want me to rank? The evil Superman one or the good Superman one? This evil Superman, we go higher on the wingspan and we go lower on the weight. So we're faster and we're quicker. We still maintain that same playmaking, but we don't have the mid-range or the 3-ball ratings as high. Then we go over here, we get the same defensive rebounding on O board, but our block and steal both go higher. We're able to get gold paint patroller, Hall of Fame high flying denier, and we're also able to get Hall of Fame interceptor, while on the other build it's just gold gloves and stuff like that. So evil Superman, we call it evil because, let's be honest, you probably plugged in, you out here strapped up with an 83 ball, but that's a story for a different day. But let me know what version you guys want me to rank, evil Superman or good Superman. Next up, we have my Batman build, and this build is absolutely insane. It is perfect as is. I actually want to make this build for 3v3 Pro-Am. That's why I give it the 85 pass rating. You guys look at any of my PGs. If I go 85, I'm trying to show you guys this how I would make it for 3v3. I think 85 is the perfect rating for that. You go 91 or 92, that is more for 5v5 rec or Pro-Am. Now you can get away with 85 in the rec, but I wouldn't really recommend 85 in Pro-Am. But overall, this Batman build is incredible, perfect as is. Next up, we have Robin. This is our 6'4" hash lock build, our perfected valedictorian with 99 perimeter, 99 steal for the glitchy cap breakers on those 2 categories, and still gets a 96 drive and dunk. This build is perfect as is. There's nothing that needs to be changed. Next up, we have a fan favorite. This one here is Wonder Woman, and this is Boom's version. So all Booms did that was different from mine was he lowered the close shot, so you don't get the silver hook specialist, but that's okay. You can score in multiple ways still, and he raised the speed up to 86. So you get the +1 speed instead of the badge, and I think that's a very, very good trade-off. Other than that, there's nothing else to change on this build. It is perfect as is. Lastly, for week 2, the superhero week, we have our OG big man perfected, and this is Shazam. So we settled for 87 defensive rebounding here because 2K Corp Vision had a thing on their website that said you get a +12 boost when you've got Legend Rebound Chaser on. Well, he hasn't really confirmed that, so I hit him up again yesterday. It's been a couple months, and he actually said he'll look into it again. He probably got sidetracked and stuff like that. So we'll wait on that response. But let's say you wanted to get the defensive rebounding up off rip. You could lower the block because the block cap breakers are tough to maintain and get the defensive rebounding up, but you don't want to lower the block. What you can also do is lower the standard dunk to an 89. So you have 89 driving dunk, 89 standard dunk. Then lower your free throw by 2 down to an 81, and that will enable you to raise your defensive rebounding by 2. So you should have 89 driving dunk, 89 standard dunk, 89 defensive rebounding, and then again you want to spend cap breakers to get the 93 driving dunk for the posterizer and the 90 standing dunk for the big man contact dunks and the goal rise up, and then you're good to go there. Fire build overall, and not really much how I change about Shazam. Very, very fun. Next up, we have our Joker build, and this one is a perfected 6'6" lockdown defender build. My homeboy Sway made this, and oh my goodness, 99 perimeter, 99 steal goes crazy. Then the dunk goes all the way up to 89. For the Hall of Fame Aerial Wizard, the better pro contact dunks, you still get the silver posterizer, and everywhere else, the build is absolutely loaded. You're talking about 70s in every category that you want them in, except for post control and close shot, but who's doing that on a lockdown anyways? This build is sensational, and there's nothing I would change about it. Next up, we had Shazam's bigger brother, Black Adam. Now, Black Adam is very, very fire because it gets that 93 block. That's Gold Paint Patroller, Hall of Fame High Flying Denier. But again, you get that 87 defensive rebounding, and as soon as 2K Court Vision notifies me, I will let you guys know. But you want to get this defensive rebounding up, you can't do the standing dunk method. You will lose the cap breakers. You have to sacrifice this 93 block. So you lower it down to a 63. It will go up to 88 for Gold High Flying Denier. And then I would recommend you go 65 interior here. So 1 cap breaker is all you need to get up to 70. Then you're good to go. You can get the defensive rebounding up to a 90 or whatever the case may be that way. Now, that is Black Adam. In my opinion, it is perfected as is, but I did just teach you guys how to get the defensive rebounding up higher if you guys wanted to. Next up, we have Darkseid. And truth be told, if you really want to get the rebounding up, go ahead and make this build right here, because you can get double 99 rebounding right here. Now, this is very similar to Joe Knows' build. Joe Knows was the person that put me on game with the defensive cap breakers on the big man build. And speaking of Joe Knows, for those that do not know, Joe Knows and I happened to face each other in rec. My chat versus his chat. And then we also did a wager, a best 2 out of 3 series. I will have all 3 of those gameplays coming out very, very soon. So make sure you guys subscribe for that. You will not want to miss it. But this is Darkseid, a very, very fire big man build right here. Nothing to change about it. Next up, we have Lex Luthor, and this is the 6'11" big man that was designed for Comp Pro-Am. Now, similar to Darkseid, you get that 91 strength capability, but on Lex Luthor, you can actually go up to 95 if you guys want to for the Hall of Fame brick wall. And 7-footers tend to get slightly more attributes or be a little bit easier to get the glitchy block cap breakers on. So you're not able to get the 99-99 rating, but what 6'11s get that 7-footers can't get is this silver interceptor. So you guys want that silver interceptor. That 73 still, I recommend you guys make the 6'11" version instead of the 7-footer. Lex Luthor, another perfected build, nothing needs to be changed. Next up, we have my small PG Steve Nash perfected. We call this one Harley Quinn. Now, originally on Harley Quinn, I gave it 94 speed with ball, because my thought process was on a small guard, you want 94 speed with ball. If you don't have 94 speed with ball, what's the point of going that small? Well, on this one, we actually settled for a 91 speed with ball. That's Hall of Fame Lightning Launch. You want to +1 that to get down Legend. And we enabled ourselves to get the pass accuracy much higher. So instead of settling for 85, now we're going up to 92. I played on pass accuracy ratings from 84 to 99. 92 is the sweet spot. Put it in your takeover. That way you get pass accuracy and your speed with ball, both those 2 categories to be 99 ratings whenever you're activated with your takeover. And we also were able to get our ball handle up since we lowered our speed with ball so much. Now we get 94 ball handle. That's good enough for a Hall of Fame handle for days, plus 1 your handles for days, plus 2 your ankle assassin. Now you got both those badges on legend. Now you got legend badges everywhere, and that's kind of the point of this build. Very, very fun small PG build right here. Our Harley Quinn got remodeled a lot. Lastly, we have Cheetah, and this build right here also goes crazy. There's nothing to change here. It's the fastest 6'6" build possible, the perfected road runner build. Everything about it is already fire as is. Now, starting off the anime week, we have Naruto right here, and I like this build a lot. Naruto is pretty much the little brother of the Green Lantern because it gets all the same ratings that the Green Lantern gets, except since it's 6'4", it gets more dribble moves, more speed with ball, stuff of that nature. Now, we settle for 85 pass accuracy here. You can get this up to a 91 or 92. The way to do that would be lowering the perimeter defense down from 92, so you don't care for those gold defensive badges. You can go down to an 85, settle for silver. Then you got to raise it still up to a 96, not just to get the Hall of Fame glove, which is great. It's meant to maintain the cap breaker. Still is one of the best things to do for the playmaking cap breakers. But that's it, you guys want the 91 pass accuracy. I actually do like this version with the 85 pass accuracy a little bit more. I think it's a little bit cleaner. But the only change we really made here from the original Naruto build is we lowered the interior defense down to the lowest it can go to maintain the 94 steal, and then we raised a little bit of strength to go up to 55. If you guys wanted to, you can spend 1 cap breaker here to get 60 strength. But Naruto, very customizable, very easy to make, and very, very fire. Now, this build, we changed it drastically. This is Sasuke. What we did was we shifted the cap breakers from the dunk, perimeter, and steal ratings down to the playmaking ratings on the height 6'5". Playmaking cap breakers are still really good at this height. So you get 96 drive and dunk, you get 77 pass accuracy for De'Aaron Fox, you get 86 ball handle for Silver Ankle Assassin, all the good dribble moves, you get 86 speed ball for the gold lightning launch. Then your speed and agility are still solid and stuff like that. And then we got you 85 vertical. And what was able to make this build better, in my opinion, is that you get the rebounding now that you got the playmaking cap breakers, so that you're good to go there, and you still get the 96 mid-range for the 3-level scoring, and you start off with 92 perimeter, 94 steal, instead of having to spend the cap breakers to get those ratings. Now, another thing you guys can do, if you don't care for the 96 drive and dunk, is lower the drive and layup and the drive and dunk and the vertical all by 5, right? So now you got 62 drive and layup, 82 drive and dunk, and then you got 80 vertical. And then you spend 5 cap breakers to get your drive and dunk up from a 82 up to a 93 for the gold posterizer. That's why you keep that 80 vertical. And that will enable you to get your speed up higher and your agility up higher. You can run double 89 on your speed and agility, and you're good to go there. And then that is what Sasuke's looking like. Now, we showed some other 6'5s earlier, Hades and Poseidon. I double checked. Hades and Poseidon are both better, in my opinion, with the dunk, steal, and perimeter cap breakers. And the reason why is Poseidon's actually very close, but Hades in particular gets way more perimeter defense. So when you're going to that 95, 96 rating of perimeter defense, it's actually better to go with the defensive steal and dunk cap breakers. But you're going with just 92 and 94, this combination right here, the playmaking cap breakers tend to be a little bit better. The problem with Poseidon in particular, though, since you got minimum wingspan, your steal can't go up to that 94 rating, and you really need that 94 rating for this playmaking cap breaker combination to work, because they work really, really well together. I hope I didn't confuse any of you guys there, but there's a lot to talk about on this build because we made a lot of changes on Sasuke. Next up, we have our perfected Thanos build. We call this one Luffy. It's the perfect stretch big man. It plays similar to like a Kevin Durant type of build at the 4 position. Very, very good in my opinion. The only problem is the free throws are 66. But same thing I said in that video, you guys got to determine what you want to lower to get this free throw rating up. Some of you guys might just want that 71 ball handle for the handles for days, or 85 pass accuracy. Don't care for the break starter to get it up. You guys might not care for the gold float game or the physical finisher, whatever the badges may be. It's your guys' call on what you want to lower if you guys want to get this free throw up. But other than that, the build is perfect as is. Next up, we have Zoro. This one is our 6'4" slasher, and I will also show you guys a 6'5" one, and I have you guys vote on which one we should rank. But they both get 99 drive and dunk. At the height 6'4", you get the better dribble moves, so we go with the 92 ball handle here. You also get the 91 speed with ball, which is very great there. The only thing we changed on the one that I showed you guys is that we actually lowered the agility from an 85 down to an 84. That enabled us to max out the offensive rebounding and get the strength in the block a little bit higher as well. But there really was nothing to change here on Zoro. Now, this is version number 2 of Zoro. Let me know what one you guys prefer down below in the comment section, the 6'4" or the 6'5". But going over the 6'5", one of my community members, Boom, asking I can make a 99 driver dunk and 99 perimeter defense version. I got to cooking. I made a quick little blueprint. Him and another community member, another sharp, got to cooking. This is why you guys should join the community. We got fire builders, not just myself, but many fire builders, and they're making insane builds. Well, on the 6'5" height, you actually get gold set shot and silver limitless because you can get the 89 3 ball. But on the 6'4" height, you can't get that. That's why on the 6'4", you got to go 89 mid range for that gold set shot. You can +2 to legend. But on the 6'5", that's a benefit of going taller, right? So with that being said, we don't need the mid-range to be as high. So compared to my original Zoro build, we lowered the mid-range tremendously. In result, we also lowered the close shot because that was tied to it, and that gave us more attributes to play around with. In this case, I decided to give it rebounding. So now it's a pure lockdown defender that can switch, snag rebounds, and you pair that with a 90 vertical it's going to have for the legend posterizer on that. This build will actually go crazy. You can snag the rebound, go coast to coast. You can make passes with the De'Aaron Fox pass style and all types of things. This is a very fire Zoro build, pure slasher. So big ups to my community members for helping me perfect this. Next up we have Gojo, and this is a fire 6'9" hash, and it can shoot from limitless and beyond, and with the 92 perimeter defense that gives you gold defensive badges, all in the tier 2 category. Very elite. Nothing to change there. Gojo is perfect as is. Closing out the anime week, we have the Sukuna build. Now, this build is a perfect slasher with a 99 driving dunk. But what we did different on this build is we actually lowered the mid-range. So I like to normally go like 88 mid-range, and the reason why is tied to your close shot. So when you go 88 mid-range, you get 73 close shot. That's the Bronze Paint Prodigy badge. I really do like that badge. But the problem with the badge, like, you're really only going to use it, what, once every 4 to 5 games, if that. So in this case, since it's so expensive to get them both up, you actually lower the mid-range down to the lowest it can go, which is at 84, and then allocate 5 cap breakers. That way you can get that 89 for the gold set shot specialist, and then everywhere else you're good to go. So this is the build we're going to use for the Random Rec series. I want to teach you guys what are good takes and bad takes when it comes to this 99 driver dunk rating. Starting off the 5th and final week of Project Fall Off, this is the Mortal Kombat week. Now, this build is our Liu Kang build. It's a 6'3" Kratos with 99 3-ball capabilities. I've seen how you guys voted. You guys really didn't care for the 99 perimeter defense or the higher speed and agility versions because the pass accuracy was only an 85. So I got the pass accuracy up on Liu Kang up to a 92 for you guys. And if we play Joe Knows again, this might be the build I make and go play Joe Knows with. I really do like the 92 pass accuracy with the 99 3-ball and stuff. You still get the contact dunks and stuff like that. It's just the perimeter defense goes way down, and the speed is a little bit lower as well. But these builds are designed for 25 cap breakers, so like cap breakers 22 to 25 will go towards speed to become a little bit faster, and you're good to go there. Very fire Liu Kang build. Now let's go to the next one. Next up we have Sub-Zero, and this build is super cold. I will not lie to you. It's actually perfect as is. I also showed you guys the new Cybot version, which had a smaller wingspan, but I do prefer this version with the 6'8" wingspan a little bit more. So this is what we're rocking with for Sub-Zero. Next up we have our perfected Black Mamba and perfected Goat Jordan build. The Scorpion build we call it, and this build is incredible. There is nothing I would change about it. It is crafted perfectly as is. Absolute fire. Next up we have Raiden, and this is our 6'7" backhand power forward build that gets 93 driver dunk and 99 steal. Very fire ratings there. Now, there's another version of Raiden I showed in the build videos that got 87 pass accuracy and 87 driver dunk. So the dunk's lower, but the pass accuracy is higher. I actually prefer that version a little bit more. But the reason why we're doing this one is I think this one's very unique and it's different and it stands out. I think I've seen another content creator, I believe it's Swag Godly, have a 6'7" power forward with the playmaking cap breakers at 87. And I think this is too close to his. So to make mine be a little bit different, we're going with this version in our rankings. Next up we have Shao Kahn, and Shao Kahn is our perfected Jokic and Hakeem build combined into one. So this build took so long to make, so long to craft. I experimented with so many different cap breaker combinations, and it is perfect as is. Now, finishing off this video with the 6'4" Kratos build I made to take the war against Joe Knows. That gameplay video will be coming out very soon, so make sure you subscribe for that. Now, is this build perfect? You dang right it is. But don't just take my word for it. Make sure you guys subscribe and watch that gameplay, because that build goes crazy in action. Now, that will conclude this video. This video took a lot of time to make because after I make builds, I also like to keep labbing them up to see if I missed anything. So I've been labbing a lot of these builds. In addition to the new builds I've been making, hours upon hours upon hours every single day. So this took a lot of time to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, if you guys did not know, we are doing a giveaway. All the builds I showed you guys in this video was made for 25 cap breakers. I know a lot of you guys don't have 25 cap breakers. So the giveaway is for you guys to make these builds for 15 cap breakers. The best builds made for 15 cap breakers will win $10. So since there's 30 builds I showed you guys, that means you could win up to $300. But we're also doing a 6th and final week of Project Fall Off. That would be the fan favorite builds, that the ones that we did not perfect throughout the series. So if there's any build you guys want me to make, a Ben Wallace build, a Giannis build, this down the third type of build, leave that comment down below in the comment section. Now, you don't know how to officially enter the giveaway, that's okay, leave a comment, I'll try to help you there, but you got to join the community. I will send you a link to join the community. It is free to enter the giveaway, but you got to have a password to officially submit a build. What is the password? The password is very simple. It is something that tells me that you watched this video all the way through and you showed support. So, the password for this week's videos, which is the anime builds consist of Luffy, Naruto, Sasuke, Gojo, Sukuna, and Zoro. The password is the best and worst builds you guys think I made this series. So it's 2 passwords. Make sure you guys send that. There's 30 builds I showed. I want to know the best and worst builds you guys think I made this series. So that will conclude this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.